Good morning, this is Lisa from Local King Robert Stan. Welcome to my channel. Are you ready for today's video? Today's video, I would like to thank you, Susie from Illinois. Susie left me a comment, asked me if I can add the lighting in my last car project. Have you got a chance to check my last video? So this was the car project that I was showing my last video. If you haven't got a chance to check it out, make sure you click the link below. So today I'm going to show you something new and I am going to add the lighting in today's video. That's started. Okay, so rubber stamp is so much fun because with one same stamp, there's too many ways to create a different kind of project. So I have created those two cards and I also tried different color. See, those two are exactly the same stamp or perfect stone background stamp, but when you change the color, they change the looking. So ready for today's card project? That's show you. This is what I'm going to show you today, and I am actually going to show you a different way to use this perfect stone background stand, and also I'm going to show you how to create this lighting by using one of our sling line background stamp. That's started. Okay, so I'm going to use this perfect storm background stamp. This is a 2021 spring new release. We are doing a special promotion. Make sure you check it out. And then when Susie asked me to create a lighting, I was thinking about I don't have any lighting stamp. What I'm going to do? So I was kind of look around, see if I can find something similar to create this lighting. And then in the beginning, I actually found out one of my little branch from one of my stamp set. And then after I did a test stamp, this is just too small. And I was kind of digging to my all my stamps to see if I can find the perfect one. And then I found out this spread. This is our last year's sling line background stamp. And I found out this one will be the perfect one to create the lighting. So I am going to use this one to create the lighting like this. And also I'm going to show you a different way to use this perfect storm background. So that's started. The material list is pretty simple. I have some dye-based impact and I have a StazOn, I have a Versamark, I have a clear embossing powder and or magic mushroom, nothing else. Okay, so I have my a perfect storm here and I have my spray there, and for the boat I have my full sale stamp set here. So at this moment the whole store is 15% off, and for YouTube viewers you always get this 5% extra discount. And make sure you subscribe our YouTube channel and watch our video, because once when or the other 8 stamp set and match die set available, when we start to take a pre-order, I'm going to offer a special deal for our YouTube viewers only, and then you don't want to miss it. And then you got to use this code when you place your order. It's really hard for me to honor that after that. Okay, so this is a full sale. Actually, I designed in 2011. Wow, that's 10 years ago. And then now I bring my stamp out and I try to use a different way and then see how pretty it is. Okay, so I think this is perfect to make a card for guys or make a card for kids who is going to the college, and then, you know, it's a wonderful adventure in front of them. So I think it's an awesome set to play with it. Okay, so we are going to stamping the background first. Okay, so we are actually going to use regular cardstock because I want to blending the background. because those magic mushroom, it work like it blending well on the regular cardstock. They cannot really blending on the glossy cardstock. I think any blending tool, they don't really, you cannot really blending on the glossy surface. So that's why I'm using regular cardstock. And this is regular cardstock is just 100 pounds from Michael Recollection. That's what they call. And then, but I did stamping few stamp image on the coded cardstock because I want to use this for the other way. Okay, other thing, I want to show you how to create like a 3D. Okay, so here is my 4.5 by 6.5 regular cardstock, and I have my stamp here. So I'm actually going to show you how to make this a 5 by 7 card with the small stamp, how to do that. So first, you got to make sure your stay-on is nice and juicy. Okay, so we're going to just re-ink a little bit here. Okay, we want to have a nice ink image. And then this is my wave, right? So it's like this. And then I want to create which direction? It doesn't matter. So let's do this direction. So I'm going to put on the table. I'm going to just ink my stays on. Rub, tap, tap. And then we are only going to stamp like a 1/3, a little bit more than 1/3, but the last then half, put here, and grab a piece of scrap paper and use my dollar store tool. Isn't this awesome? I think it's really helpful. And then you kind of just rub with your hand. You want to make sure your ink is have enough ink, so that's our background, nice and pretty, right? And then I just stamp a few more on the side. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it. Okay, and then wait, make sure they are dry. And then remember, use the glue gun to clean it. That's the best tool, best stamp cleaner. You can clean the permanent impact. So just want to show you, when you put it, just put a little bit and then try to do not touch the back of your stamp. And then look how clean it is. The only downside is the smell. I really don't like the smell. Okay, and now we are going to create our thunder by using our spray background. And then I am going to use this side. Okay, so I'm going to ink my stamp with a Versamark. Okay, nice and patting. And then I'm going to rotate it because I kind of want to create like a lighting, right? So it's need like a vertical. And then I want to, this is my car, so I am going to do this side. So I'm going to kind of just put around this corner. Again, scrap paper. Rub. Okay, so I have my lighting here. Ooh, the wrong direction, but that's okay. That will work. We make it work. And then we are going to do the clear embossing. So I have my clear embossing here. And then I'm going to just do the clear embossing here. Okay, now is something important. You got to pay attention. So I am going to have one brush. Okay, you can see this branch. We can see that square, right? It doesn't look like a lighting. So what I'm going to do is I am going to kind of brush off, try to lose some of the branch, make it look like a lighting. So the corner, don't be afraid, just kind of brushing it. Okay, let me see. Is this look like a lighting yet? Okay, can you see? I'm going to embossing it and I'm going to show you. I think it looks very looks like a lighting. Okay, you can see the reflection, right? That's going to be my lighting. Okay, I'm going to put this one away. If you are like me, really having a problem with those embossing powder, I got this Swiffer stuff. It works so well. You can clean everything except the glitter. Okay, so we are going to do the blending, and remember I am using regular cardstock. If you want to use your blending tool, you cannot use a glossy paper or Macro cardstock. You can use a Macro cardstock for applying a little bit color, but you cannot do the heavy blending. So remember that. Macro cardstock just gently tapping, it will work, but you want to do a majorly blending, you got to use the regular cardstock. So I have my magic mushroom here. I have my purple and my blue. Those magic mushroom, it got to be a little bit moisture when you want to apply the color on top. So, okay, I'm going to just start here, give a little bit typing. Look how pretty those color. Okay, my magic mushroom is kind of dirty. Let me remove. Oh, it's not dirty. That's that turquoise color. Going to just use a little bit blue. Look how pretty. Okay, if you use regular cardstock, they won't have any problem to blending together. So I'm going to do a little bit purple. Look at my thunder. Not thunder, lighting. Yeah, thunder stamp. Thunder. Thunder is a noise, is a voice. We cannot create a thunder stamp. Okay, and I think that's good enough. Let's add a little bit darker ultramarine here on the side. Okay, if you use the regular cardstock, you can keep blending, adding, they will work perfect. But if you use the regular, the macro cardstock, that will be a very challenge. Okay, so remember regular cardstock. Am I using a cheap regular cardstock? So I only use three colors so far. We can forget about this dreamer. Just a light blue, ultramarine, purple. Now we are going to do the black. Well, let's do the black later. Let's do a color first. So the color first, I'm going to just do a little bit orange, yellow. Okay, just here and there. Look, isn't that the most easiest way coloring? And then you can use any dye-based impact, they will work. So orange, and let's do a little bit pink. I don't even bother clean my magic mushroom. Okay, and let's just use a little bit purple, a little bit blue. Voila. Okay, so now the next, I am going to create, see, you can see the edge of this background stem, right? That's ugly. We don't want that. So we are going to use the purple. Okay, kind of tapping the border. Okay, or drawing a little circle. We're kind of going to hiding the line. Okay, and then now we are going to do the darker blue. Okay, just drawing a little circle. Okay, and now we are going to do the black. My ink is kind of dry, but you can pretty much, let me grab my VersaFine. Okay, See, I can pretty much hiding that line. Okay, sometimes you can use the side of the magic mushroom, kind of like a brushing it. Okay, moving your color on the middle to the top, kind of just draw a line, and then you can really control it. Okay, and then now we're going to use our purple, kind of blending again. Leave the middle more purple and blue. On the side, we can give a little bit more black. Okay, I kind of like this white, so I'm going to keep it. Okay, like this. How do you think? Okay, and then now you're going to just use a wet cloth. Okay, kind of clean the thunder. There you go. Because it's embossing seal it, right? So it won't be problem. Okay, almost there. I can, you know what? That's add a little bit orange. You know, this is awesome. That's see, I just add a little bit orange to kind of focus my thunder. And this magic mushroom is just does a perfect blending job. Okay, and let's move to the next one. The next, you can kind of clean a little bit. The next, remember in the beginning, I asked you to stamping 2 more extra, right? So what's this for? This one, we are going to just trimming it. Okay, part of this wave, and we are going to use and make it like a 3D. You know, we all get spoiled with die cut, but the trimming is actually not that hard. When I designed this perfect storm, I didn't thinking about I can use this wave too many different way. So I'm going to just kind of okay. See, I have a least part of this wave, right? I am going to just shading with a little bit light blue, a little bit orange. Okay, see, and I'm going to put it over there. And then before that, I have one more sheet. Let me see. I need to do one more things. Okay, let's do one more. I can't find the prototype I use because once when I create this template, I actually can use this template again and again. Show you. So you can stamping on the scrap paper too. So this is going to be my guiding I was showing in my last video. So I'm going to just use the orange. Doesn't show. Need a little bit darker color. Let me actually use some red color. Okay, so this one works much better. And then watch the magic. See, my wave have different depths now, right? Just by adding a little bit. I was going to use a cold cardstock because I really want to kind of scratch to make a little bit highlight, right? But the regular cardstock, you cannot really scratch to create the like a highlight. See, this one is the coded cardstock. I have no problem. I can easily scratch, but you cannot have all because we cannot really blending on the coded cardstock. Okay, so that's the first one, and I can use the other piece. Which one? Oh, that one is for. I can have the other piece, like this piece. It will be perfect for the wave too. So we can just trimming it. Trust me, it's not that hard. Just have a good pair of scissors. And then this wave is endless. You can use, I'm actually going to trim it a little bit bigger way. It's a little bit different with my sample. Some of you guys asked me, I should do a live video. Well, I have never done any live video, kind of scary. If I do a live video, would you join me? How many people would you join me live? Leave me a comment, let me know. Okay, let me see. I think you can use both of them. Now I'm going to just use follow my original plan, just using one of them. Okay, so this one I'm going to just do a little bit orange, a little bit blue. Okay, so that's going to be my the other way. And then I already colored my boat, and then we're going to just mount on top. So I have my phone here. So I am going to, the first one, I'm going to just do a very thin layer. Not thin layer, single layering. And then the other one, I'm going to do the double layering. So I'm going to have a 3 different layer of wave. And also, the reason I do this wave because I kind of want to hiding that black the background line. There is one more thing we can do. We are going to grab a piece of scrap paper. Okay, if you want to kind of create a little bit more, we can actually do a little bit more, kind of like a here. And then I'm going to use a VersaFine because I kind of really need a dark black, and my memento is kind of dry. So we can use a piece of scrap paper. Look, I kind of created some mountain in the back, right? Nice. Okay, and then now we're going to put the first layer of my wave here. Very nice. And then my mini wave, I am going to do 2. So I'm going to put the 1 strip first. I'm going to do 1 more strip on top. So this wave is going to be higher than that wave. Okay, and if you are picky like me, we cut with the scissors, right? So what we can do is just use this one, kind of sanding, make those kind of mark, like a cutting mark, more smoothly. Just a small touch, depend who you are making car, right? And then I'm going to do this. Very nice. And then you see my wave actually have 2, like a different layer. And then my boat is going to hiding here. Oh, kind of, let me move a little bit lower my wave because my thunder is a little bit smaller. Hey, that looks very nice. Okay, let me cut my waves here. So that's how I create, not thunder, lighting. Okay. So Susie, do you like it? The lighting? I hope you do like it because it is your idea. If there is any idea, anything you like me to make, just leave me a comment or send me an email. I try to don't spend too much time on the phone. I think this lighting actually looks awesome, right? And then I'm going to just mount on the car. Okay, so I am going to start to do the sharing for the Local Kings second car challenge. If you haven't sent your car out, please do so. And then I will sharing them, continue sharing them, because I did sold quite a few stamp set. I was kind of expecting a lot of car. And if you guys have that $20 gift certificate, use it. Otherwise, it's going to be expired. Now is a good time. You can use it even we have on sale going on. So if you have, I see the people really use their $20 gift certificate. That's what for, right? So use it. And then look how pretty. This is the one I created this afternoon, not yesterday afternoon. And then this is the other one I just did now. And see how pretty it is. The front wave is done on the matte coat cardstock. So if you want to give more lighting, you can kind of still scratch on top. You can give let me show you, more lighting. But the back is on the regular cardstock. And I'm going to looking for any sentiment for that. I think I have a stamp say that let the adventures begin, or let adventure start, or something like that. I think it will be perfect to put here. And then in the end, I put some glitter and I put some three-dimensional glue. And then this is the 5x7 card, and I think it's really pretty. Okay, so that's today's video, and I am going to move to the next stamps tomorrow. Is going to, we still have three stamps. I need to make a sample card. One is magic carpet. I already have a great idea for the project, and the ticos, the feather, the pika feather. And we have one more flower garden. Do you know which background stamp is actually the #1 sell the people like the most? Can anybody guess? Leave me a comment, let me know, and I will review in the next video. So which background stamp from those brand new background stamp, which one is #1 sell? Which one is the most popular one you think? Leave me a comment, let me know if you guessed it right or not. So this is Elisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.